final aliyah this morning, we invite Eleanor Dillon. Tamod bat Mitzvah, Esther bat Binyamin aliyat HaTorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamborah.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bahar bani mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Adonai noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Va'asitem bayom hanifhem et ha'omer keves tamim ben shnato la'olah l'Adonai min hato shnei esronim zolet belula b'shemen yishei l'Adonai reach nikoach v'nisko yayin revi'it ha'hi v'lehem v'kali v'karmel v'otolu ad etzem hayom hazeh ad haviyahem et korban Elohem hukad olam l'dortehem v'hol moshvotehem. And you shall offer that day when you wave the sheaf a male lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering to the Lord. And the meal offering of it shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mixed with oil, an offering made by fire to the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering of it shall be wine, the 4th part of a hin. And you shall eat nor bread, nor parched grain, nor green ears, until the same day that you have brought an offering to your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah tamet v'hayei olam l'tabotenu, Baruch atah Adonai noten HaTorah. Amen.
It's really my turn to talk. Sorry, I got too excited. Speaking of excited, I wanted to talk a little bit about Eleanor. Not many of you all know her, but maybe not as well as I do. So the first thing that comes to mind, we used to call her exuberant Ella when she was about 2 years old. She would get so excited and expressive about things. It really made it more exciting to be around her and more fun for the rest of us. My best example of this, I'm sorry, is it okay if I share this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember.
It's slightly embarrassing, but she doesn't know what I'm going to say.
I don't know.
She did not write this speech, unlike Leah, who wrote part of this. I wrote this one all myself. But when she was potty training, the big incentive was she would get to pick out her own underwear when she was clean and dry for 7 days. Many of you with young children know about this. But we would be out in public and we kind of remind her about this and what her goal was, and she would squeal, "Hello, kitty panties!" I'm sure people around us were wondering what this was about, but that was just one example of her exuberance that is kind of infective. Another thing is, like her namesake, Grandma Eleanor, who's 4 of her 6 sons are here today, which is amazing. My grandma Eleanor had to raise her 6 brothers after her mother died, and then her 6 sons. And like her, Eleanor is strong and independent. So that's great. And also her family is very important to her, and many of her cousins and second cousins were able to make it today, so that's great. And aunts and uncles and great aunts and uncles. Also, she's very, very scary smart. The school really comes pretty easily to her, and math is actually her favorite subject because it's easy. So, what?
One of the favorites.
It's one of her favorites. Not her very favorite, but one of her favorites. But despite being so smart, she doesn't use this to gloat other people. She's very modest about her good brain. Another great thing about Eleanor, she's very eager to help. Whenever there's a job to do at our house, I know that she's going to be the first one to volunteer. And she's also a great leader. Some of her teachers have mentioned this during her parent-teacher conferences. In fact, last weekend, because we weren't busy enough this month, she volunteered to be a junior leader for the Episcopal Youth Retreat. So that was a pretty great experience for her. And her memory is another remarkable trait about her. Often I'll say, hey, Ella, help me remember this number or whatever. And she's like my peripheral brain. And one of the best things about her that makes her a lot of fun, she's very adventurous. She's really willing to go anywhere and try anything. And this helped lead her to discover one of her favorite Mexican street foods, crickets, seasoned crickets, that she then brought back and shared with some of her friends. So we really thank God for granting us this precious gift of Eleanor. And we thank our local friends and church and temple families who came to join us. And also, we feel very blessed that many of our friends and family from far away have come too, 51 of you, from Massachusetts, Georgia, California, Washington, Texas, Michigan, Illinois, Arizona, Ohio, to help us celebrate this gift of Eleanor. So we're very proud of her.
You are such a wonderful, special kid. I have no potty training stories, by the way. So you can come close. It's been just such a wonderful privilege to be your father. As your mom mentioned, you are a fiercely independent kid. And particularly lately. No, Mom, you don't have to walk me to the bus stop. No, Dad, you don't have to take me trick-or-treating. Just drop me off and then go away as quickly as possible. I think we're doing okay, though. You still often acknowledge our existence in public, and I feel like that's a win at this stage of the game. You're incredibly smart, and you're just a sponge for information. It seems like so many things you remember after hearing them a single time. Now, sometimes you seem to be in your own little world. Like you look like you're reading, you're doing something, and we think that you're oblivious to everything going around you, only to find out that you can recite the conversation that's been going on near you, word for word, blow for blow. Now, you are very smart, and you hold yourself to an incredibly high standard. And I know that you've put just a tremendous amount of pressure on yourself, and you've really worked so hard for today. I'm not sure where you get it from, but she actually woke up early every day for weeks and weeks now to work on all of her Hebrew stuff before getting ready for her day and things like that, which is not something she gets from either of us, who will not get up early for any reason whatsoever. But we shouldn't be surprised. I love how you throw yourself into things. One might even say you occasionally get obsessed with certain things. So when you were little, it was just reading, right? You got into reading so young, and really, it was when Leah started reading a little bit in kindergarten. You're like, I'm on board. But where Leah, we had to kind of pull her along a little bit when she was, maybe 4 or 5. We would wake up in the morning, and you'd have woken up early for whatever reason. You were sitting in the living room with a book, kind of working through it, and it was really amazing. You would often kind of get up early in the morning and do things. I think it was you. We woke up one morning and you'd put sticky notes all over the television. And I'm not quite sure. Was that you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. All right. That might have been you? All right.
Stuff over the TV because we wanted to listen to it, but we also wanted to sleep.
Okay, there's a longer story. We'll get it later. But you became this great reader, and in fact, you were when Leah was in kindergarten, you were a guest reader in her class, which was quite amazing as her younger sister. And your love of reading has really continued. How many times have you read the Harry Potter books over and over again, or listened to them as audiobooks, or watched the movies, right? So we've got a Harry Potter theme today. If you didn't notice, she's got a Slytherin yarmulke going on today. And then more recently, it's moved on to the Percy Jackson books, which, again, you've worked on again and again. Ella and I have had this ongoing sort of phone-based 20 questions thing that we've been doing for like a year, and we've done nothing. It's been a year.
It's been like 3 months.
It's been longer than 3 months. Anyway, it's all Percy Jackson things, and we're getting into pretty obscure characters now. And I personally am stumped at the moment. And now, more recently, it's been YouTube videos about cooking, baking, or nails. Lots of nail things. And I love how you just get so into it, and when you see things that you think are fascinating, you have to share them with us. It's been wonderful. At any rate, it's been just wonderful watching you grow and mature into the wonderful young woman that you're becoming today. Special thanks also to all of her teachers over the years. You really have been a wonderful influence on her, and more importantly, you've kept me from having to teach most of the time, which I greatly appreciate. So, fantastic job, Hidra, today. We're so proud of you.
Thank you to everyone who came to my Bat Mitzvah, and to my parents especially for helping me through this, and to my sister for offering to help me with my question and helping me back